Hi everyone, so today I'm going to share my experience of using Cloudways hosting, and hopefully this will help you in deciding if you should switch to Cloudways or not. So my first impression is I'm really impressed with Cloudways because they have converted something like this into this. This feels easy to use. This feels really complicated, like you have to be some technical expert and know how to use the command line and everything. Then using this is really easy. If you can manage WordPress, then you can also manage Cloudways. Normally, if you wanted to host your WordPress website or any website on a VPS, either you had to manage everything from the command line, which is extremely difficult and gets really complicated, or you had to use some other control panel like this. I was using Plesk. I test these control panels for making videos on my channel. So I have tested several paid and free control panels, and by far Cloudways is really the easiest option to manage a VPS. There are few cons which I will explain in the end of the video, but let's see how easy it is to use Cloudways and if you should use it or not. So getting started is really easy. This is the server. Okay, now you just click on add server here and then select your application. From here just select WordPress and then select your provider basically here, then select RAM, and then basically what you have to do is that's it. Okay, you can select any of the hosting provider you would like and then select the RAM, then select your server location which is available here, and then that's it. Then click on launch now and your server will be launched. That's how easy it is to launch a VPS server. You don't have to create multiple accounts on multiple hosting providers and pay their bills separately, pay to Cloudways separately, nothing like that. It's all integrated in one platform. So this is how a server looks like. And to manage WordPress, from here you just go to applications and you can see these are the two test WordPress applications I have installed. If you need any tutorial, I have created full tutorials about migrating your website, launching your website from scratch, about email, SMTP, everything. Check the description. So for example, these are the settings for WordPress available here. You can see this is very easy to navigate, very easy to understand, and very easy to use. Like anyone can understand what this means. If you want to use the SSL certificate, you just go here and then fill your details, and that's it. You can install the SSL certificate completely for free. There is no restriction on the number of WordPress website or any website which are called apps here. As long as you have enough RAM and storage and other resources, you can launch unlimited number of websites. So if you want to host a bunch of small websites, Cloudways really makes it easy. All you have to do is launch a new application on your server and that's it. Now they have all these features that are essential for managing a WordPress website, like staging management. They have this bot protection, domain management, cron job management. This is good, required for WordPress. So you can also control the cron jobs from here itself, and then if you need backup and restore, it's available here. The application settings are available here. You can see all the things that is required and are essential are very easy to access, and you can turn on or off anything you would want. So that makes it really easy to control this. You don't need to use the command line or anything to enable or disable SSH access or anything like that. You can simply turn on or off. I don't want to enable SSH access for security. I can simply disable it from here, and whenever I need to use this feature, I can again come back here and enable it. Similarly, there are settings related to caching and other things which you can turn on or off if you want, and it's very easy to use their control panel. So it has been done. Then there are these settings also available here, the varnish cache settings. Also, if you want to migrate, Cloudways provide their own migration tools, so that's also very easy to use. I have already created a full tutorial about it. Now with normal VPS hosting, you don't get the email features. That's also for performance and because the cloud providers do not like to host your emails because of spamming and other issues. So you have to use third-party SMTP and mailbox services. With normally for VPS, you will have to sign up for them separately and then connect it with your website. But with Cloudways, they provide integrated service. So you can use Elastic Email for SMTP and connect it to your server. So you don't have to configure it for every website you want. You can just connect it to your server, and then it's really cheap. It starts at $0.10 for 1000 emails. And this is the Rackspace email. So this is for your email hosting, like support@yourwebsite.com. For those email IDs, you can use this service. So and there is this Astra Pro service, which means you get Astra Pro completely free for 1 year. So if you want to avail this offer, check the description. And you can also get Cloudflare enterprise level of service just from $5 per month. I have a video about it in detail, so you can check that out. So this is how simple it is, and anyone can use it. It doesn't feel very complicated. You do not need too much technical expertise. And that's why I think if you really want to host your website on a VPS but don't want to deal with the security patches and maintenance and all of that, so you should consider using Cloudways. And the main benefit here you get is this support. Normally with unmanaged VPS hosting, there is no support. If you break something here, you have to fix it yourself. There is no support available. With Cloudways, it is very easy to use. Still, you have any issue, you have any doubt, you can contact their live support. I have contacted their support 3 times. First was for recovering a server, and then second was about a billing issue. Third time it was about again a technical thing. I was not able to use the Rackspace email, and every time they were able to solve the issue on the live chat itself. So mostly it will take like 10 to 15 minutes if it's something technical and they need to check it from their backend or whatever. But the main thing is they are able to understand your queries, technical queries, and they have the technical knowledge to solve your issue. And another good thing about them is when they transfer you to a different department, the other new agent can read your previous replies, so you don't have to start from scratch again. You don't have to explain everything to what you explained to the previous agent. So that's a very good thing I liked about the support. It shows that they are paying attention to the support. So my experience with Cloudways support so far has been good, and they were able to understand and solve my issues properly. Here you will see this option of vertical scaling. So from here you can see currently my server size is 1 GB RAM. If I want, I can upgrade it to 4 GB or 2 GB, or I can move it to the premium RAM. So Cloudways recommend 2 GB or higher. So let's say you have a website about Christmas gifts or about holidays something, and you get your peak traffic only during the whole holiday season. So why you would pay the same hosting price for the whole year? Instead, you can just upgrade your server for the high level of traffic if you are expecting during the holiday season from here, and then scale back once the season is over. Still your website will continue to work, and you won't have to pay the high server hosting fees for all the time for the year. And also another great thing about Cloudways is you pay only what you use. So you will see this hourly rate here. For 1 GB, the hourly rate is this, monthly is this, and for 2 GB, the monthly is this, and hourly is this. So you can use a server for just 10 hours and you pay only for that 10 hours. You don't have to pay the full price for the month. Now about the performance, it's a VPS and it will have better performance. They are using Apache plus Nginx plus Redis caching plus Varnish if you want. So their technology stack is really good, especially because they are using Apache with Nginx as proxy. So that ensures that all your old htaccess files, if you're using, will be compatible and will not break. So a lot of different control panels are now only pushing Nginx, which is great, fast if you have the technical expertise to convert your htaccess rules to Nginx configuration. But for normal users, if you already have a website, maybe are you already using htaccess rules, but you don't know about how to change it to nginx. So that becomes a problem. With Cloudways, it is not. You get maximum compatibility, also good performance. So I will not show you a speed test. The best way to test it for your website is to sign up for the trial hosting. You do not need any credit card or payment info to use the 3 days trial. Check the link in the description, and you can also use my promo code SMART10. So if you like the trial and want to pay for this service, you will get extra discount for the next 3 months on your bill. So check the description for more information about it. Now there are few things which I think Cloudways can improve, or if it was available, it would have been great. First is the file manager. There is no file manager here. So in rare case you want to use the file manager to upload a lot of files or something like that, you will have to use a free application like FileZilla. With FTP you will have to upload and download files. So if file manager was available, it makes really easy, especially to upload compressed files, zip files, and then extract them on the server directly. So that option is not easily available here. You can obviously upload and download, but a file manager would have been nice. But I guess they have not provided it for performance issues. Another thing is they provide the DNS option as an add-on, but it's a paid DNS made easy add-on. If something like this or a free version of this DNS add-on was available, that would have been also nice to have, because that's the only technical thing that you need to set up. But it's not very difficult, and it's a one-time process. So once you make the DNS changes, it works and you don't have to touch it again. So these are the two cons I think Cloudways has. If the file manager and this DNS thing was available, it would have been much better. But still, it's not a deal breaker for me, and I don't think it will be for most people, because all other settings are available and it is very easy to use. Also, the performance and price benefit you get is not available with any other service right now, because you can get control panels but you don't get support with that, and they are much more complicated to use. So if you have any further questions, doubt, you can post in the comments and I will try to help you out. For all Cloudways tutorials, you can check the description. I have created tutorials about all the topics: migration, SMTP, email, creating website with Cloudways.